days on the coastline, Tony, after those big rainstorms last weekend. How are we looking over there?
You know, a bit calmer today and tomorrow, but I think the surface is going to get elevated again Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as a front packs on it. I'll talk more about that here in a second. Let me take you back outside. As Stu mentioned, beautiful day out there up towards Lake Dora right now. A gorgeous afternoon. Sun setting earlier and earlier now at about 6:55. You can see the temperatures at our local beaches now falling back into the mid and the upper 70s. Inland areas, though, we're still in the lower 80s. We take a look at that satellite and that radar. You can see most of the moisture's down to the south. Little feature well north and east of Jacksonville. That's going to kind of back on in over the next couple days. But at least the wave heights have come down significantly from where they had been. Still a little bit rough out there. Because of that, we've got this dangerous rip current risk, especially during times of high tide. So we'll continue to watch that. And on top of that, speaking of those high tides, still could be some coastal flooding up there. Minor, but again, something that we'll be watching from Crescent Beach all the way down towards Flagler Beach and along the St. Johns River Basin there as well. By the way, we do have a launch tonight. The Kuiper Falcon 3 set for 8:08 p.m. 95% go on that. So that to me looks to be in pretty good shape. 12-hour forecast for Palm Coast from 7p to 7:08. Doesn't get much better than that. Temperatures there falling back into the mid and the upper 60s. Your 12-hour most accurate forecast for the beautiful city of Sanford. 77 now, dropping back into the 60s by about midnight. Out the door in the morning, coming in close to about 65. Look at Citra, 59 tomorrow morning. Back towards Rutland on into Webster, 60, 61 degrees. Metro areas will be a little bit warmer, but pretty close to average. Normal low is 67, a degree or two below that, coming in at about 63 to 65. So the setup for tonight, comfortably cool here across Central Florida. We take a look at that setup for tomorrow. Another beauty. Get out there and enjoy it. Take lunch outside. Tell the boss Tony said so. Let's take a look at that day planner now for tomorrow. From 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we're jumping up to about 85 here in the Orlando area. A lot of folks might have the day off tomorrow. If you headed to the beach, just know that the rip risk is going to stay elevated up and down the entire eastern side of the Florida Peninsula. Temperatures there tomorrow, 80 to about 82. Back through the interior, 83 to about 86 degrees. A great day, by the way, to be at any of our Central Florida attractions over at Universal Studios, opening up at 9, 70, 79, and 83 by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Jumping ahead now towards midweek, there's a little disturbance now. Backing on in, cold front hooks up with that and slides southwestward as we get into Thursday and Friday. So maybe a couple sprinkles Wednesday and Thursday, but again, stronger northeast winds means the rip current concerns start to go right back up and the surf will get a bit more agitated. A quick look at Lorenzo here. Still a tropical storm, a lot of wind shear with that. This one is not going to be a problem though for the United States. Certainly some good news on that. Longer range though, I do want to show you what the Euro is doing. It's got a big trough of low pressure coming on in. Another feature builds into the Caribbean here. Looks like it could get ripped apart by a series of cold fronts, whereas the GFS model does try to take it more towards Cuba, way down the road right around the 27th of October. Plenty of time to watch it. Not concerned with it right now. Just keep checking back in for updates. Your 7-day forecast. Central Florida's most accurate. Look at that, 83 to 85 right through the upcoming weekend and mainly dry.